If you can make it through this entire video, I guarantee you won't be able to sleep tonight. A man was working late at night when he received a notification that there was detected movement on his son's baby monitor. He checked the app, expecting to see that his 3-year-old son had just coughed or sneezed loudly. But when he looked at the baby cam, he was shocked to see his son and wife acting very strange. They were sitting on the bed together, both glaring at the camera with blank, emotionless stares. He assumed that the camera was just frozen, but noticed that his wife and son were blinking every couple of seconds. He then called his wife to make sure everything was okay, and she told him that she was in bed with her son and he had gotten scared a couple of minutes ago and came into her room crying. The husband was stunned. He slowly told his wife that they were both in their son's room, looking into the baby monitor. Just as the wife was about to respond, there was a loud screech and the call ended. The man then went to check the baby monitor, and it was complete static.
Yes, the picture at the end is real. In 1876, a woman from a very prominent family in Paris goes missing. After years go by and no one has a clue what happened to this woman, friends and family ultimately mourn her death and move on. 25 years later, and this anonymous letter shows up on the Attorney General's desk, claiming that the missing woman's family had a secret. Intrigued by the letter, the police go to the family's home, show it to them, and ask to search the property, to which they say, go for it. They search, they don't find anything, but on the way out, they notice something very peculiar. At the end of some stairs was a door that was padlocked shut. When the family refused to open it, the police break it down and make a horrifying discovery. Cowering on a rotten straw mattress in a pitch-black room was the missing woman, now 50 years old and extremely malnourished. Her mother had imprisoned her there after they had fought over her boyfriend, and she had not seen sunlight or another human being in 25 years.
Tiptoe through the window, by the window, that's where I'll be. Come tiptoe through the tulips with me. Oh.
I'll say goodbye to you, though it's the end of the world. Don't bring your I'll say goodbye to you, though it's the end of the world. Don't bring yourself now, and if it's true.
This is the scariest Easter Bunny story you will ever hear, but is it true? In 1949, a man in a bunny costume was commonly seen wandering the streets of Fairfax County, Virginia. This man would go outside and watch the children play every single day, and when they asked him who he was, he just said he was the Easter Bunny. He would watch these kids until they went inside their homes, so he could figure out where they live. At night, he would break into their houses and kidnap the children after hacking up their parents with an axe. The police finally connected the strange murders and the kidnappings to the bunny, but they could never find him. No one knew where he lived or who he was. The police decided to do a night patrol, and sure enough, they found the bunny walking towards the house with an axe. The police pulled their car over and heard the bunny singing, "Here comes the Easter Bunny, hacking up all the parents I can. Hippity-hoppity, bloodshed's on its way." The police yelled at him to freeze, but he didn't. They got out of the car and warned him to put the axe down or they would shoot. Part 2 coming.
Creepy historical photos that will haunt your nightmares, Part 2. This photo was taken at the Mickey Mouse Club in 1930, where Mickey fans would gather in theaters to enjoy the classic show. The man in the trenches is a soldier from World War I. He is shell-shocked from the trauma that he's seen, and that's why he has this creepy glare and smile. This is George Metesky, also known as the Mad Bomber, who planted over 33 bombs in New York City throughout the 40s and 50s and was found mentally insane and put in a mental institution. Carl Tenzler removed Elena Milagros' body from her tomb, covered her skin with silk, held her bones together with wire, and replaced her eyes with glass. He then slept with her dead corpse for 7 years. In the 1930s, people would freeze their freckles off with carbon dioxide. Their eyes and nostrils were plugged and they had to breathe through a tube. This was taken at an apartment in the Bronx in 1939, where Virginia Bender was murdered, and this doll was found to be the only witness.
I'll say goodbye to you, though it's the end of the world. Don't blame yourself now, and if